candles with boughs of holly. La 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly. La 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel. La 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 la.
So today I'm actually going to repurpose candle wax. So I have quite a few candles here. They're all Bath & Body Works candles. Some of them are definitely more run down than others. This one's probably got the best burn on it. But then like this one, this is my cinnamon caramel swirl. It won't burn anymore, and there is quite a bit of wax left in there. And as you guys can see, it kind of burned unevenly. So for me, these candles are $22.50. I think they actually jumped the price recently to $24.50. So these candles are expensive, and to, you know, have like almost an entire candle of a regular candle left behind is a lot for me. So what I do, or what I'm going to do right now, is I bought these. Now I bought 3 different ones, and I'm kind of kicking myself because they had a lot of these at a different Dollar Tree. But anyways, so I got this one, which is like this frosted glass, and it's green, and I'm going to use this. And this one came from Dollar Tree. These two are super cute. They have like this mirrored bottom. This one is more silver. This one has like a rose gold coppery color to it. And these were $3 at Walmart, these two. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to melt down these candles. I'm going to melt them. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these and put them in boiling water, just the entire glass jar. And then I'm going to glue down the wick in here and then fill this up. I went and bought wicks. Right here, I got these wicks at Joann's. I think they were $4. And so for this is $4 and it makes 20 candles. So I don't know what 4 divided by 20 is, but I'm gonna say pretty decent. There's like what, 5 per dollar. So less than 25 cents for a wick, and then $3 for this, so $4, and you are going to be repurposing all the wax that was in here. Now you can, like I said, you can go to Dollar Tree and get this one. This one was $1 at the Dollar Tree, and then you're only paying $1.25. And then it's probably going to take like 20 minutes to get these nice and waxy so that we can put them into these. So that's what I'm going to do. Hopefully I can get it done right. This is my first time attempting this, so hopefully I can do it right. I'm going to start with the cinnamon caramel swirl one because the rest of them are much smaller. I have vanilla snowflake, I have pumpkin cheesecake, or pumpkin cupcake, and this is also pumpkin cupcake. Those are probably my favorite scent. And then this one is also a really nice scent that I like, is the caramel pumpkin swirl. So I'm going to start with this one and then see if I can fill up one of these with just this one, and we'll go from there. So I'm going to get my water boiling. I'm going to plug in my hot glue gun, and we're going to get to town. Alright guys, so while I'm getting my water boiling, I'm also heating up my hot glue gun. I'm actually going to take these wicks and I'm going to trim them down to the size for this. Now, I'm not going to trim them all the way down. I'm just going to trim them to about that high above the jar. And then, while the wax is hardening, I'm going to put the, wick on a pencil to keep it aligned straight as I can get it. So these wicks, I actually bought like the biggest size that they had because they had a whole bunch of small size wicks and I didn't know exactly what I was going to do. And obviously you can repurpose these. You can use them for more than one project. So like I said, I'm just going to take out the 3 because I only have 3 jars right now. I'm going to take those 3 out. These back in there. Bad candle wicks. Alright. So then this one's a little super bent, but these are kind of wider, if you guys can tell, than some candle wicks. I think they might be about the size of what the candle wicks for Bath and Body Works candles are, so that's a plus. And then I'm just going to take this and we're going to, luckily that like break in it is probably going to get cut off, so I'm just going to wrap the rest of this wick around a pencil, and then we're going to hot glue it down into the bottom once the hot glue gun is nice and hot. Alright, my hot glue gun is ready. I'm just going to take some hot glue and go down around the base of this, just at the very base. Then I'm going to take this and I'm going to go straight down into the center, and then I'm going to use my pencil to push it down. And that's not breaking. Alright, my hot glue gun I don't think was hot enough because it cooled before it even got to the base of the candle. So let's let it heat up a little bit longer. Alright guys, our water is boiling, and hopefully you guys can see like the steam coming off of that. So I'm going to place it right here on a nice trivet. I have these marble trivets, which are great. Like I said, I'm going to start with the cinnamon caramel swirl. And like I said, all of these are Bath and Body Works candles. And I'm just going to take the whole jar and place it right there in the water. And hopefully that melts that wax down. So I don't know how long that's going to take, but we're going to work on our wicks now. So I'm just going to try again with this hot glue gun. And I'm just going to take just a little bit of glue. And then we're going to straight down in the center. And again, use the back of one of our pencils to push it down and make it as flat as possible against the bottom down there. Okay. Ugh. Alright, so the hot glue idea is not working. The hot glue is just a little too thick. And then our wick is coming up too far, and I'm like caught in hot glue. So I think I'm going to try to just use a little bit of the wax once it's done melting. So I will be back with you guys when this candle melts, and hopefully it melts. Alright guys, so my attempt to heat this up by just using hot water failed. You guys can see there's a little bit of movement in there, but not a lot. So I think what the next step is to take this over to the stove and just let it sit on the stove, and hopefully the boiling water will get that wax melted. Guys, we've got melting happening. The water started to boil over. So, but that wax is quite melted, which is a good sign. So, another way that you could do this, which I don't have one anymore, is you can just place this on top of a griddle top. I have done that before with just like a glass Pyrex bowl and wax to do other projects. So if you had just a glass Pyrex bowl, or you can just literally set this glass right on top of a flat top griddle and just plug it in and do it all at the table. Unfortunately, our flat top griddle stopped working, and I actually asked for one for Christmas. I don't know if I'm going to get it or not. But hopefully I get a griddle for Christmas, and then I won't have to do this whole boiling water method. Because I have quite a few candles. The ones I showed you earlier, just a few. But I have even more than that that need to be melted down and repurposed. So I'm just going to take a wooden stick and I'm going to stir it a little bit to try to break up this disc here in the center. It's starting to melt, but I think to get it to melt faster, especially the side that's not under wax, will be to stir it up a little bit. So I'm going to stir it up a little bit. So one of the wicks did come loose, and as you can see, there was more wick for it to burn down, but it refused to burn. So I'm just pulling those wicks out as they come loose, just because they don't need to be in there. Alright guys, so I got the wax melted all the way, and I'm hoping I can get this done before it hardens back up. So the first thing I'm going to do is just take a pencil and wrap the wick around the pencil up until like right above this little break right here. So I did kind of measure it out. Alright, so right about there. Then I'm just going to take the base of the wick, which is this piece, and I'm just going to dip it in this candle. Alright guys, so the other camera died, so you guys definitely have a different angle now. But alright, so I got the wick dipped and placed in here, and it's actually like staying, which is good. Now I have, like I said, a pencil sitting on top, and then hopefully this glass is the top part that wasn't like sitting in the water isn't too hot. You guys can see all that wax is melted in there, and I'm literally just gonna take this. Whew. I have handy dandy. Alright, so I'm just going to take this and I'm going to move the pencil to the side a little bit and just pour it straight in here. Woo, I got it on the side. Alright guys, so as you can see, well, you guys can't see right this second. Give me a second. So as you guys can see, it didn't fill the whole glass up. There's still quite a bit of room on here, and I might add maybe the pumpkin brittle or some of the pumpkin cupcake on top of this, which this has to solidify a little bit before I can do that. I did miss a little bit right there, so that's a little sad. But once this wax on the side here dries, it'll be really easy to just wipe off. So that's good. But I'm going to try to get this wick as straight up and down as possible. Like that. That's just pretty straight up and down. And like I said, once this hardens, I'm going to add a little bit of this pumpkin cheesecake just to top it off with. And then it'll probably be up to about there. And it'll be a perfect gift for anybody on your Christmas list. When I'm done, I'll show you guys the final product, but I think it looks pretty good so far, and hopefully it'll look even better at the end. And all I'm going to do with this is I'm just going to put it in some pretty tissue paper, wrap that tissue paper up, put a bow on top, and it'll be amazing. Now this is something that I did on my, kind of just like, I think that this wax shouldn't be going to waste. I'm throwing away like a fourth of a candle. Maybe not a fourth, maybe a fifth of a candle, but I'm throwing away too much of a candle for it to be okay. So I decided to do this, and it is a great way to make an easy, cheap Christmas present if you need to make one. And these, like I said, this is a Bath & Body Works candle, and so it has a great smell, a great throw. I never have really found a Bath & Body Works candle that I don't love, so that's great. So this present can be made for anybody, and yeah. So that's all I have for you guys for this video, other than so I hope you guys enjoyed this little tutorial on how to make a candle. I'm sorry you guys didn't get to see me pouring it. I didn't have the camera positioned quite correctly, but it's pretty it's pretty simple. You just pour it in there. But it doesn't take much to take something that you were going to throw away and make a great little gift and repurpose it. So all I did was get these. You can get these ones at the Dollar Tree for $1, or these ones at Walmart for $3. I got this pack of candle wicks at Joann's for $4. You might be able to find them cheaper and even use a coupon, but I was just buying them to buy them, not, you know, making sure I save money. So for this candle, it only cost me, you know, $3 to make it, because it was like $1 or $2.74 for the vase, and then after you calculate it out, it's about 20-ish cents per wick. So that's less than $3, and I have a cute little candle that is a Bath & Body Works candle, but it didn't cost me $24. So great gifts like these are great things to make, and hopefully I have inspired you to make something for Christmas for your loved ones. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and we will see you guys in our next video. Bye guys!